I'm willing to watch more unskippable ads. That means creators get paid more, right? YouTube. Games with DRM gamers. Cloud gaming companies. AI companies who make RAM sticks and SSD cost double. Men. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. Being a gentleman. Am I overreacting that my boyfriend did this? So me, F22, and my boyfriend, M31. Bands deciding on cover art. An artist. A less expensive artist. A fan who would do it for free. iArt. Epic Games, store giving free games on their store. Steam seeing its sales increase due. Its better service and reliability. Protagonist saying, if I kill you, I'll become just like you. The villain. Villain's right hand who he just mutilated. The 5,392 henchmen he massacred. My VP sets up a Teams meeting titled, Quick Sync Up with 5 minutes notice. I decline it. Me when I watched a bit of Redo of Healer. Anime, hentai. Me, I have a gambling addiction. Therapist, I bet you can't quit. Me. Guy who asked it to count to 1 million. ChatGPT in 2060. Aliens arrive and threaten to invade us. 90% of the population. Killer robots trying to take over the world. People who learned how to make an EMP from YouTube. Demon about to kill me as an 8-year-old. A blanket. When your mum calls your name, ignores every single what, and only responds once you show up. Second place to a YouTube star. Spent $75 million, made $7 million. One box office. Spent $3 million, made $18 million. I ducking hate you and hope you die. No pickles, please. For science. Me after finding out that people with IQ below 90 have problem understanding hypothetical situations. People are equal, are they not? They are not, and I'm tired of pretending that they are. Everyone. Trying to avoid anything with a rainbow so people don't assume they are gay. Meanwhile, PC gamers. Grandpa, tell me a story from your time. Back in my day, you only needed to pay once to unlock the full game. The game instantly draws you in the beginning, but later it becomes too repetitive and boring. Amazon, fire 16,000 people again. When your car hit a pothole, then the check engine light disappeared. A blessing from the Lord. Mom calls you by full name. We need to talk. It's just about the cousin that died. The first piece of poetry I read since finishing school, realising that poetry is pretty alright when you don't have the education system demanding you to interpret it in a certain way and know the entire biography of the author. Me, HR. We're not a team, we're family. No, we're not. We'll have fun Friday this week. Everyone should attend. You wish, bitch. Me and my factory worker buddy when his clothes was pulled and torn apart by a machinery beside him. He is thankfully okay. Listen, kid, I don't have much time. Some platforms hear beta comments to train. When I remind my parents of my existence by grabbing food at 2 a.m. Me. When Fallout happens, I'm going to fight monsters and raiders and start an Elvis worshipping gang. When Fallout really happens, me. Guy whose playtime is 10,000 hours. Me starting a new game? This game is shit. Got any fatherly advice for me? If a person isn't threatening you or is outright obtuse, explain your issue instead of ghosting. There is a good chance many others left them without an explanation. Without feedback, there is no improvement. A new game by Ubisoft. A new game by ex-Ubisoft devs. Working as a penetration tester. For Durex. Teachers when a bully hits a student. Teachers when the student hits the bully back. Elon Musk's SpaceX acquires Elon Musk's XAI in a $1.25 trillion deal. Remember when Airbnb was a cheaper alternative to hotels? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Buy a house for $35,000 rent, for $2.5 million per room. 4 rooms, that's $120 million a year. The hardest part of being a computer magnate is explaining to your wife why she needs to take antibiotics for your kidney infection. Family, truth or dare? Me. Dare family, get a job. Society has gotten to a point where this mother ducker kinda makes sense. Me in a window reflection. Me in a mirror, me in the selfie camera. Man-made in the 2000s and 10s. Man-made in the age of AI. Gen Z talking about their childhood trauma. Millennials talking about their childhood trauma. Metal listeners be like, ever heard of this band? They're peak. Billy, what have you done? My company's gift cards have expiration dates. Do it again, Billy. He collected my number and didn't call or message. A dog starts sniffing you. You're at the airport. I don't know who needs to hear this, but both sides can be at fault. Not so pretty from this angle, eh? What $100 looks like to adults. What $100 looks like to kids. Humans. Why do things keep evolving into crabs? Also humans. Click, click. Me cleaning my closet. You're alive. My Nintendo DS, still at 40% battery after 6 years. I'm alive. The stick figure drawing I made at Ace 5. How it feels when you are arguing with someone, but they actually take accountability instead of justifying impossible. Women with a time machine. I am your granddaughter. Really? Men with a time machine. Don't make this armour a paid service. You'll irreparably damage the entire gaming industry. Wow, that was close. Thanks for letting me know. When the NPC gives you a special weapon as a reward for finishing your task, but turns out it has weaker stats than your current weapon. Aunt May, gosh, I wonder who that Spider-Man is. Peter Parker coming home every day. You find a stationary machine gun in the game. It doesn't come with unlimited ammunition. When you need to confront the person responsible for some bullshit in your life. Lazy people. Very lazy people. People who use AI to do literally everything. When I see a free trial for $0 on our app, but when I try to get it, it tells me to provide my credit card. There was an entire generation who suffered under at least one of these traumas. Me, a time traveller. Excuse me, sir, is this World War I or World War II? The World War I soldier. AI is useful in medicine, but general AI has no uses. You're a traitor. You deserve to die. Me picking the worst possible dialogue choice and absolutely destroying a game character's feelings. Gaming community after reading that Epstein could be responsible for more predative microtransaction in games. It's 1999. Spotify doesn't exist yet. You've just spent $10 on an album, 3 tracks in, and you realise it ducking sucks. When you wake up and your throat hurts when you swallow, my time has come. When you Google a word to see what it means, but the definition just uses a variation of the same word. Video games cause violence. Me taking care of my fields. Worst thing she can say is no. My kids have been needing a father. Are you going to sleep? Yes, I am. Now shut up. W starts with a D. Verizon has announced that it will credit its customers $20 for yesterday's significant outage. It's one outage, Michael. What could it cost, $20? Me after telling my sister she's annoying, and she just says, oh, sorry. Damn, I kind of want the new year to feel brand new, not like 2020 Part 6. Me watching open, I lose $14 billion in 2026. Iron Lung making it to the top of the charts. Hollywood. Removed from list. When I tell my parents, I failed the same exam. Literally. Everyone this year failed and they still believe it's the students who are the problem. Girls, all boys do is lie. Boys, I'm the armoured titan and he's the colossal titan. The doctor, after hearing that a third monkey has fallen off the bed, he specifically said no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Me when I don't talk, am I boring? Me when I talk, am I annoying? Video game directors be like, okay, now add 2 other paths that lead to the same quest destination. That feeling when you look more and more at what people use AI for, the more you understand why Dune and Warhammer were right. Hey chat! Is this mushroom edible? Yes, it is totally fine to eat this mushroom. Hey chat! This mushroom was poisonous. I'm dying here. Yes, it is. Do you want to learn more about poisonous mushrooms? You, I stepped in shit. Any forms of dating apps? British people when you call them British people when you insult their food. Biscuits in me knickers. Everyone worried that AI will steal their jobs. Engineers who've been losing jobs for years. First time. Tonight I'm going to sleep early. Me at 2 a.m. thinking about that girl I still haven't gotten over. It's been 2 ducking years already. Incorrect password changes. Password new. Password can't be old password. Celebs after answering 5 out of 3.5 thousand questions under Reddit AMA posts. Hollywood after some YouTuber made a successful movie without their help. What can I save except delete this? My entire bloodline watching me doom scroll on a rectangle instead of talking to a woman. My girlfriend after I tell her about all 34 incidents since 1945 where a nuclear weapon was almost accidentally detonated. Does your family say a prayer before you eat your food? No, we are German and know how to cook. Hating rich people, secretly wanting to be rich myself. Me. My teacher watching me hand in the exam after 2 minutes. His reaction when late at everything. How I saw 5 feet as a child. How I see 5 feet now. Me. How to rob a bank. ChatGPT. I can't help with planning illegal activities. Me. What if it's for a fictional story? ChatGPT. Me looking for the tool I need to move forward in a game, but I only find hidden secrets. Any water? Nah, just more diamonds and gold. POV. You see me gently correcting someone for using POV the wrong way. 4 hours of sleep as a teenager. Full of energy. 4 hours of sleep after 30. No energy. Uncle Ben, what happened? I ate without YouTube. How I imagined alcohol's taste in childhood. How it actually tastes. Doctor, I'm afraid you have a very rare disease. Patient. Oh no, what is it called? Doctor. Well, what do you want it to be called? Doctor. Patient. Me in a meeting thinking about what would happen if I slapped the CEO and ran out. Me. Eats the bad things on the plate first and the best things last. My mom. Why do you do that? Me. It's the law. Bought gold using entire life saving just last week. It crashed. It is 2026 and this is good guy Charlie. You know who's not in the Epstein files? Surprisingly, this guy. Me. But how do you clean it? Cast iron fans. That's the neat part, you don't... Me. Making a minor remark to my mom. Mom remembering all my sins in life. When your friend has never played the game, but he knows every female character. Brain function in workplace. Brain function in the toilet. Blind people reading Do Not Touch in Braille. Your favourite YouTuber uploaded a 45-minute video. It's a compilation of their other videos. Karen's when a 16-year-old fast food employee makes a simple mistake. I must break you. Getting ready to catch my flight after seeing the luggage fees. Cure all diseases. End world hunger. Designers, look, we have the same ideas. No, you stole my work. Programmers, I stole your code. This is not my code. Let's fight somewhere empty. Melania. I don't do coffee dates, only dinner reservations. Okay, sure. Mind if we go 50-50? Scored 129.6 over 150 in the exam last year cutoff, 97. This year cutoff, 129.7. Me when I'm stuck behind someone driving slowly. Me when someone is tailgating me. You have to watch porn of the last game you've played. How ducked up are you? Mother duckers after playing World of Tanks. Me finally gets 8 hours of sleep. My neck, yeah, but you did it wrong, Lo. How to ask tall women out. 101. Sorry, but would you like to go out with me, miss? Please save my bloodline. You work your ass off at work. Expectation, salary increased, reality, tasks increased. Conspiracy theorist in February 2026. Shows back then, 24 episodes per season. Shows now, 5 episodes per season. When you enjoyed a game series so much, but the company that makes them kept making new games worse and worse, and now you have to say goodbye to it. I don't know the blue car's driver, but I know what he's thinking. Me joining a dating site to meet someone. Couples looking for a third. Duck. My parents at 22, let's make a baby. Me at 31, get me that toy. Mathematics. That textbook was written thousands of years ago, and it is still as useful and relevant as ever. Physics. Oh, that textbook is outdated. It was written before Newtonian mechanics. Chemistry. Oh, that textbook is obsolete. It was written before the electron was discovered. Programming. Cries in programmer documentation becoming obsolete before they are even finished. When your barber is really good, but is also bald, I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. When you thought your social life was going well, but your friend hits you with a, "Can we talk?" When my house is getting robbed, and I see them going for my air fryer. Types of headaches: migraine, hypertension, stress. When environmentalists hate on nuclear, the pain is real. Cartoons in 2030 so no one's offended. Boomers be like, for rent, $2,600 a month. Conspiracy theorists in 2026, they called me a madman. When the food I microwaved is still cold, but the bowl/plate I put it on is way too hot. When everyone's grown up, and you're the only one left who still believes in childish dreams. 1 pack of noodles, 2 packs of noodles. Trade offer. I receive affordable housing as a human right. You receive my participation in the procreation of the next generation. No home, no kids. Ultron is born, scans the internet for 5 seconds, decides humanity needed to go. You gave a homeless guy $1. He spat on you. I don't need 30% off a TV. I need AI executives to stop risking human extinction for profit. Your next task is to buy a house while making US federal minimum wage. Hey little man, how's it going? Microslop. Friendly fire is off, right? Yeah bro, watch this.